Are policing agencies seeing a mass exodus? I'm Charles Blaine, and this is Texas Tomorrow. Are policing agencies in Texas seeing a mass exodus? Well, maybe, or maybe soon. Houston police recently received a $1 billion police contract. This allows new officers to earn up to $81,600 in their first year beginning on July 1st. The contract gives Houston police a 36.5% pay raise over the next 5 years. And so while this is good for Houston police, some say it's causing problems in other agencies. The starting pay for deputies on the county side, Harris County, is $51,000. Harris County sheriff's deputies and constable deputies are saying that if they don't get a pay raise, they're going to see a mass exodus of officers to Houston. And Sheriff Ed Gonzalez sent a letter to the Harris County administrator saying that the sheriff's office finds itself falling farther behind surrounding jurisdictions when it comes to competitive pay. The letter ended saying, "I respectfully request approving a peace officer pay scale that demonstrates our shared commitment to public safety be made the top priority in the fiscal year 2026 budget." Now, I think we all agree that public safety should be a top priority when local governments budget, but it's not. The county says it doesn't have money, despite a new climate action plan, the creation of affordable daycare, launching a guaranteed basic income, increasing taxes by the maximum amount under state law, the creation of the Office of Broadband, the Office of County Administrator, which has only existed for 4 years out of Harris County's 188 years of existence, but has a budget of $25 million. The Office of Sustainability, the creation and dissolution of the Office of Elections Administrator. I could go on, but I don't feel like it. So despite having money for all of these things, they can't seem to prioritize funding for paying deputies more. Here's a quote from the county judge. "You have to ask voters for a tax increase. That is what it means to support a raise. If you say you support a raise for law enforcement, you need to have the money to pay for the raise for law enforcement." That's what she said. Now, given the state of crime in Harris County and the fact that state lawmakers just passed a constitutional amendment for bail reform because of Harris County, I think voters would vote yes to pay deputies more. But this just isn't about Harris County or Houston. The average pay for a sheriff deputy in Texas is $66,000. In fact, a few years ago, it made news that Bexar County raised deputy pay to $61,000. But at the time, on the low end, patrol officers for the city of San Antonio were making $58,000. The thing is that this is an area where government should actually be spending their resources. Sheriff's deputies often oversee the jail. Both jailers and patrol deputy vacancies are up while recruitment is down across the state. The same can be said for many of our major police departments. Being a cop in 2025 doesn't have the same appeal as it did in 1995, and many are going elsewhere. But this is a service that we need. There's no stopgap. So take a look at your local budget for law enforcement or just your local budget in general. Public safety, that's police and fire, typically make up the most of any of a city's budget. But how the money is allocated within that is way more telling. Are your priorities your local officials' priorities? I often ask that. You should check out and let us know. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Texas Tomorrow. Please like, share, comment, and let us know if there's something going on in your neighborhood that you'd like us to talk about.